What's your reaction to the committee's report?
It is obviously a very damning report. I hadn't known particularly that last thing. I collected the report 10 minutes ago, and I have turned to the conclusions and recommendations. So I've leafed through them, but I haven't looked at the detailed evidence. But clearly, it is a damning report that has been made stronger by the response Boris Johnson has made, which, as the committee makes clear, is simply to attack them. And I do think that that's damaging for Parliament, that we set up these institutions. MPs are very conscious that they want to be judged by their peers, and that if you're, particularly if you're going to lose a parliamentary seat, that should happen from the electorate and not from politicians who inevitably should be will be party pre. But the point about this committee is that it makes recommendations to the whole House, if you like, that the jury, as it were, is the House of Commons as a whole, which is as it should be. But seldom has the House of Commons had to vote on a report as damning as this.
Are there? I mean, the committee, the conclusions, the recommendations, etc., are they're very strong and they're very clear. Is any of this undermined by the complaints that Boris Johnson seems to have about bias, about partiality, and about hypocrisy as well? Obviously, Bernard Jenkins accused of doing the very thing that he's, involved in ruling on. And Harriet Harman as well as the chair of that committee. There, many eyebrows raised about that. Do both of those or either of those go in your mind to take away any legitimacy from this committee and from the report?
I don't think so. I think particularly the Bernard Jenkins case, I just don't know whether it's true or not. But the problem is once you've called something a kangaroo court and used phrases like witch hunt, then trying to attack individuals as well, that slightly lessens the effect of that. And I mean, you've just heard from Michael Fabricant, who's a supporter of Boris Johnson, that normally he supports the Privileges Committee, but in this instance he's not sure because basically he disapproves of the effect of their recommendations. And I'm afraid you can't run a system like that. That we'll have this system where MPs investigate each other and we'll decide whether they're right or wrong on the basis of whether we like or don't like the conclusions they come to. As I say, that we now have this report. We're going to apparently vote on it on Monday. So every individual member will have to look at the report, examine their own conscience, and decide what's the best way to vote on Monday.
And if you like that,
you can listen to us.
We're sticking asthma. Have you forgotten?
Well done. Every Monday to Thursday on Times Radio Breakfast.